So lately I've been curious to hear about other people's love for car and to see their actual car evolution, I would say, from their beginnings to the car they have now. So this might be a fun thing to do, and I invite you to do the same and post your link of your video in this one, and if you want to share it, I'll be glad to do it. And so basically it's a compilation of the cars that I had since I started to own my own personal car. And it's kind of funny to go back there and see those cars and bring those old souvenirs come to life. And so here's a few of mine, and well, actually the whole list is not that many, 172. So no, just kidding. But there's quite a few of them, and they each have a story to tell, and this Challenger has some too as well, even though it's fairly new. So the first car that I owned was in 1995, and I just left home. My new girlfriend, we got an apartment. It was a little bachelor. It was a one-bedroom. I think it was 300 square feet. It was just this. It was clean though. It was down in the basement of somebody's duplex. So. And bought this 1984 Honda Prelude, and that car already had passed 160,000 miles on them. It was just a great little car, man. That thing was it was a 1.6 liter. I don't know the specs about the HP, but probably about 100 HP or so. It was a light little nimble thing. It was really glued to the road. This thing was so low, it could take corners like nothing else I owned. It was just fabulous, that little car for a first car. It was an automatic. It was a fully equipped car with a sunroof and everything, and it was just a great first car to own, and I love that. I mean, experiencing the freedom for the first time, having your own car and having your own apartment and your own life. I was working part-time. I was still at school, but it was just a great time. I mean, I remember when I bought that car, it was a couple of hundred kilometers or miles away, and I remember when I bought that car, it was just, it was Aerosmith, Crazy, playing on the radio, the first song playing on that car, and I just started to cry, of joy and happiness, having my own car, driving my own car. I paid that thing, I think it was $1,200, and I rode that thing for 3 years. 3 years, until I ran out of brake and muffler was leaking, and the engine was stalling, and just had it towed away. And a few weeks later, I saw it again on the road. So it's just those days I didn't have too much money to put the repair on, so I guess it took me $300 and just ran off. And a year later, I got a new car, which my second car, one of my favorite, was the 1988 Buick T-Type. Now that was the LeSabre T-Type, and that was the first or second year when they replaced the rear-wheel drive GX platform and G platform, G body, with the front-wheel drive. It was still the 3800 V6, with 200 HP. And it was a two-door coupe. It was red, burgundy red, and it had the black velour interior, black Fisher. And I remember every time you opened the door, you saw that big plate, made by Fisher. And that thing was just captioned, best seat in the world. I actually thought when I got rid of that car to keep the seating, just to use it as a sofa and a chair in my living room. They were so comfortable. I mean, that car was just fabulous. And yeah, just great memories of that car. It wasn't the turbocharger, obviously, that was in the Grand National, but I believe that those years they stopped making them. So still was a powerful car, and I liked that car. You know, it was an automatic and great car. And I rode that from 1999 to I think it was 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. I sold that I bought that. I think it was $2,000, and I sold it almost 2.5 years later. And from then on, I had a job, full-time job. I was working at a big corporation. My first big job coming out of school, university, and I bought myself a 2003. No, actually, it was in 2003. So I bought myself a 1999 Oldsmobile Intrigue GL.